It's a recumbent bike. It was manufactured for Sports Authority. It's called Body Fit. It's a little old, but it works wonderfully. It looks like it hasn't been used at all. I paid all of $30 for it. When it was new, it sold for over $300. So I think I did really well. I like it. I'm gonna put it in my living room so that I can pedal away while I'm watching TV. I injured my knee about 5 months ago and I'm still rehabbing it, so this will be great. It's also a great way to burn a few extra calories while you're sitting there watching the tube. Okay. Next up is another Goodwill find. That is this Snow White and Seven Dwarfs 50th anniversary print. This was issued in I can't see the date on it.
You can write it down.
I did. Originally in 1937. So the reissue would have been in 1987. I paid $15 for that. I think that would bring, maybe $30 to $50. People like those old vintage prints, even if they're the reissues. Okay, the rest of the items that we have came from one yard sale. It was a fabulous yard sale out on the South River. Apparently she had an estate sale in April. I didn't miss that. I don't know how I missed that. Then she had another yard sale and we missed that too.
They didn't advertise it.
Well, I guess they maybe they didn't put it on Craigslist, which is where I tend to look. But anyway, I got this. It's called Ducklings. This is, and it has an artist, and we tried to make out the artist's name. It's H.A. Diefenbach, and it's engraved by J.R. Rice. So we think it's either a print or an engraving. They had $50 on it, but I ended up paying $100 for all the items that we're going to show you right now. This again is a print on that textured board. This is called the Turkey Shoot, painted by Thomas Madison. He was an American artist, 1813 to 1884, and this came from an old Baltimore art gallery, David Bendans. And I just thought that was nice. It does need some recoloration, and it needs to be framed. All right. Woo! I'm back down here with Santa. I got the whole set of these. There's 20 volumes of these. They're from the 1970s, I think 1978, Discovering Antiques, but it's really a nice resource volume. I looked online. The whole volume would probably sell for about 25 bucks, but I think those are great. They had some other books. Wood's Library of Standard Medical Authors. The H looks like an M from my angle. I have volume 1, the Handbook of Physiology, and I have another volume called Diseases of the Lungs. These are fabulous. I looked online. These sell for $20 each, and these are in really good condition. Oh, I should tell you when they were from. Copyright 1885. So quite good. Another fun book that I got was Odell's Handbook of Practical Electricity. This was published in the 40s. I don't remember what the date was.
42.
42 was the last publication date. And this is great. People used to use this to help them fix things around the house. You have cable splicing, you have wiring, you have telephones, motors, alternators, dynamos, electric lighting, etc., etc. It's a really fun book. This book also sells for about $20. A couple other books I picked up were Flaterman's Guide to Antique American Firearms. This again was an older, I think the 4th edition. It's only worth about $5, but again, it's a nice resource book to have on hand. And I picked this up, Modern Postage Stamps. I looked through here quickly and didn't see any stamps in there and thought, well, maybe there are some stuck on these pages that are stuck together, but there weren't. So I suspect that's not worth much of anything. All right, continuing on, I did find some oil lamps. Unfortunately, by the time we got there, she told me that she had had tons of oil lamps. This was her uncle who had passed away in January, and apparently they collected all kinds of antiques. I got kind of the leftover pickings, but I did get 3 that I think are kind of nice and unique. This isn't the right burner for that one, but anyway. And 3 chimneys, a couple of glass furniture coasters, an iron trivet, couple bags of neat old pins, and this one that I really liked. You can turn this guy over. You can be I'm grouchy, or you can spin it around and be I'm happy. I'm going to put that on Uncle Vinty's cap, and we're going to turn it to the I'm grouchy side.
You're so nice.
Uncle Vinty's not laughing at that. And then just a funky old eraser. What else did I get? Oh, this kind of cute little jug. It says Mountain Dew aged in the wood on one side. It's got the 3 X's up at the top. Try our booze. So it was cute. It was from Japan, so that's probably, it has made in Japan on the bottom. So it's probably from the 50s. Kind of cute little jug. This is a little collectible plate. I don't usually buy things like this, but I thought this one was cute. It's from 1983. To Mom with love. You can, got a little hanger. You can hang it on the wall. 2 vintage wooden and metal stirrups. I looked these up online. They sell for about $25 for the set. I thought it was nice that I actually got the pair of them. My favorite 2 items were these 2 grinders that I found. One is a coffee grinder. You can hang it up on the wall. It can be mounted on the wall, or you can clamp it on the counter, so it has kind of a universal mounting system. There is no name on the outside. It does have a number 2 on the back. I looked these up online, and they were probably all made by one company. I don't think this is a reproduction, although Uncle Vinty seems to be thinking that, leaning that way. Anyway, these sell for between $20 and $25 online. If it had a name, a maker's name on it, it would be worth a lot more. And then this last thing is either a corn grinder or a coffee grinder. Again, it says number 1.5, but that was the only name we could find on it. I found one identical to this online. It hasn't sold yet, but it has bids on it. I think it has 3 or 4 bids on it, and it's going to sell around $100, and they had 95 on it. These prices were from the estate sale that they had in April. This was the last sale she was doing, and the prices were significantly lower than that. Last item, no, I guess we have some other items in the $100 bunch, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Was this, I looked at it, I thought, well, what the heck is that? And I opened it up and looked inside, and it's a music box. And these little dials are used to turn it on. See if I can get it to go. Which way? There we go. Is it going to go? Can I flick it and get it to go?
Yeah, maybe. We do have the cover that goes over that.
We do. It doesn't want to go now. It was playing just to say it does work. We just need a little bit of oiling. On it.
There it goes. Is that it?
That was it. It's a very short song
Try
that
the
it
other
plays. Give it a spin.
Yeah. There he goes. No. It needs to be oiled. There it goes.
Ta-da! Yep. Very short songs. Anyway. Oh, this thing came back and stopped it. Oh, you've got to make sure this is way out of the way.
Yes. All right. You can let it go. Anyway, that's
Okay,
part of the $100.
So that's part of the $100. Okay. And now I'm going to turn it over to Uncle Vinty to show you the rest of the $100. Huh?
Well,
We actually have music in the background.
yes. Part of the $100 included these shoe lasts. We have a set here. 2 of them fit on the stand, and 2 of them don't. So that was part of the $100, and those are worth maybe $10, $12.
Yeah, $10 to $15.
There's also a couple of weights. We have some scales that we collect, so we got those for that. I think that's probably what they're from.
Right. They were just there, so we picked those up. I should just mention that the shoe and the last, we don't have a set. One of the shoes is broken, and then two different kinds. We have 2 that match, but if you had a set,
we have a lot more.
it would be worth more.
Yes, we have a lot more of them. And this is a clamp. This is a Taylor steel bar clamp. They're a company from New York. They're still in business, and they make high-end, heavy-duty tools. And this is a really heavy-duty clamp.
This is what they started making clamps. 1911, the company started.
And that's probably worth around $30 or so.
Mm-hmm.
And see, this was also included in that $30, I think.
No. I think. It was. Okay.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
This is a hacksaw. It's an old hacksaw. There's no name or anything on it, but it's probably worth $5 at least. Now that's all that was in the $100 lot. Now we paid $30 for the rest of this. There are 4 of these hand auger bits. They originally were marked 15 each. We ended up getting them for 6 each, and then the rest, all this for $30. A clamp that's about a 4-inch, 5-inch clamp, and then a small wide throat clamp, and then a fire axe, which is in really pretty good condition. I've already sanded and oiled the handle. The handle looks like it's hickory. And I've oiled the head as well, and I'll probably eventually paint it. But
we gotta paint it red.
Paint it red.
Yeah.
But anyway, we paid $30 for that lot there.
And the fire axe is worth about $30.
Yeah.
And these auger bits, the hand augers,
somewhere around 10.
About $10 each. So I think we did really well.
Pretty well. So that's it for the Art Sale Show for August the 18th. 2012.
We'll be back next week with more yard sale finds. Bye.